down Coola for us so we can all wrap our minds around what's going on with the sunscreen and the classic and the mineral. So please break this down.
Well, because it does get confusing, because at Coola here we have over 18 different sunscreens. And a lot of people wonder why we make so many sunscreens. So what we do is we break it down into, we've got 3 distinct lines of sunscreen. We've got our classic line in the blue boxes, our mineral line here in the white boxes, and our plant UV in the green boxes.
And it says on the bottle too, so you can't, if you want to know, just read it. You
Yes.
can't miss it.
We're trying to make it very easy. And again, it's a constant evolution every year where when you make packaging, for example, you look at it for a year and you find all these things that you want to improve, and then you add it next year. So it's a constant evolution, because we do want to make the message as easy as possible for people to understand, so that they're confused buying products. But for our classic line, the differences with this versus our other products, it's all frankly in the active ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
So the classic line uses non-mineral active ingredients.
You can read the active ingredients right on the bottle.
You know, what we're especially proud of in our new classic line here is that we were able to cut our active levels from between 20 and 33% down to 4.1% in the majority of the products.
And
So,
I was hoping you could address that, because I think as a tradition we've all heard in the United States you've got to have a zinc of 20%, you have that. So explain to us why you don't need to have a high active ingredient in your classic from Coola.
well, what we
Other
do,
companies do, but not you.
well, because it all depends on the formulation and the ingredients that you're using. And so what we're doing in our new classic, it was just patented actually earlier this year. We're the first to market with this ingredient.
Yes.
It's a certified organic emulsifier, a derivative of safflower oil.
Wow.
Now what this does is it allows the active ingredients to be time released on the skin. So you don't need
Super important, yeah.
all the active ingredients. You put this on and it keeps the active levels, does 2 things. One, it keeps the active levels on top of the skin.
Yes.
So it keeps them from penetrating and absorbing into the skin.
Yeah.
But it also time releases those actives, so we were able to dramatically cut the number of ingredients down. But in addition, of course, we do use the natural phytoprotectors, which are boosters that really extend the sunscreen and provide SPF protection on that one as well. So the combination of those 2 enabled us to drop it. I believe our old classic body was around 19%. Now it's down to 4.1%. And there's no other sunscreens on the market that can even come close.
No.
It's truly groundbreaking in this category of non-mineral sunscreens. And it has this totally perfect, transparent application. It's not greasy, and this is frankly one of my favorite products.
And now when you're using a sunscreen and what people might not understand, why do I not want a high active ingredient? Why do I want it to sit on top of the skin? Because this is really, really important. A lot of people don't understand how sunscreens work, and so can you explain a bit why you want it to sit on top and not penetrate? And
Definitely, well, because that's where they're actually working, and especially when it comes to the mineral and the plant UV sunscreens. So for example, the mineral sunscreen here, this is titanium and zinc-based.
Yes.
We do have some mineral that's titanium only, because some people are zinc sensitive, and our plant UV line is zinc only for people that are titanium sensitive. So we really think that, I mean, our goal here is to create healthy sunscreens for
Yes.
everyone. We want to make healthy sunscreens that people love to wear. And it's amazing when you really start breaking down how many people have different sensitivities to ingredients, especially the actives.
Yes.
But regarding our mineral sunscreen, titanium and zinc, they reflect the sun. And you want them sitting right on top of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our matte tint for
This
the
is
face
the
here.
physical barrier, physical protection from sunscreen from the sun.
And it's the same zinc that you would use, a lifeguard would use on their face. That gives you the white lifeguard nose.
Yeah.
Now the difference with our mineral sunscreens versus any other of the mineral sunscreens out there in the market is that we have a special dispersal process for the zinc and titanium particles, where we encapsulate them and then we space them equidistantly in the formula. So
Crazy.
think of like
That's awesome.
invisible, like a mesh or a net.
Yeah.
You know, so they're all
Like
spaced
equally
apart. And what this
Evenly,
does
yeah.
is 2 really good things. One is it gives you the best sun protection, because these particles actually physically reflect the sunlight.
Yes.
And so if you have them equally spaced apart, you're getting equal reflection
Yeah.
of the sun. Also, you get the most transparent application. So just for example, this is normally what you would put on and you would leave that white mark there.
Right. And that's what a lot of people don't like about zinc or titanium sunscreens, is that they leave a white mark. So this is what you have in your hand. You have the mineral sunscreen, and so that has the titanium, no zinc.
No, this one is
Sorry.
actually titanium and zinc. This is
Titanium
our
and zinc.
matte cucumber, our mineral face matte cucumber. It's one of our hero products. This product is, I mean, truly, I'll
Be a
do.
model too.
There.
Eat some more.
Give you a nice,
Some more
I want to give
sunscreen
a lot
skin.
here on your skin so that people
Yeah.
can really see.
And that's what I hear most from consumers is,
Yes.
I don't want a white streak. And this is probably my favorite because it's not greasy and the way it absorbs in. But I know I'm getting that protection, I'm getting that reflection without being greasy and without people going, oh, you just put on sunscreen, that looks cute.
You know, really the challenge is to make a sunscreen that people want to wear.
Yes.
And nobody really wants to wear a mineral sunscreen when it makes your face all white.
Exactly.
So we've worked really hard with our chemists over the years to develop this formula that has all these particles, again, equidistantly spaced from each other, so you get the most transparent application. And we do this also, by the way, without using any nano-sized products. So at Coola, we don't want to use any nano-sized products. The jury was still out on them if they can penetrate through the skin. We didn't even want to take a chance. So all of ours are larger than nano-sized particles, which, especially when it's so transparent, was really a magic trick from our chemists. So
Yeah.
we're very fortunate.
And it's not greasy.
No.
This is like putting on lotion. So I'm not worried about, like, if I was wearing this and I took my son out to the park, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to ruin my dress because
Doesn't
I'm putting
stain.
greasy.
It's got 100% natural cucumber flavor
Looks
for
good.
scent. It's truly one of my favorite products.